Hey, welcome back to my channel where I am documenting my budgeting journey by using the cash envelope method. I started out using real cash back in 2023, but I have since transitioned to having all of my money in the bank and using prop money because I tried to do fully digital and my mind was like, no, we still need to see and feel, use our senses to keep on track with the budget. So I have a total of $495 that I will be stuffing, and starting with gas, I budgeted $25 for this week. This $25 is from last week, so that it will be $50 for the month. But I did already fill up my gas tank before this last paycheck at $41, so I'm going to be giving myself $4 because I only had $9 left from that transaction. So $5, $6, $7, $8, and $9 is in gas. I work from home as a medical billing supervisor. I am in my 30s. I am single, child-free, and I'm also debt-free because I live with my mom. Groceries is getting $150, and that is $100. I did get some more prop money, and I will link that information in the description box. Okay, so that was $140, and then 5 singles. And you guys, I do not come out of pocket for anything that I have within the system. So groceries now has 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 273. And a lot of this is going to be coming out because my mom went to the grocery store this morning, and I like to slide her some cash whenever possible. Yeah, I don't pay for anything that you see here. I use either gift cards or points from my credit card. And that's another reason why I'm using prop money, because I use my credit card responsibly. I pay that thing off at the end of the month. Household is getting $25, and that is going to be the 10, 2 5s, and 5 singles. So we now have 50, 100, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And this is for household products and also toiletries. And that's going to be it for this binder. Going into my short to midterm savings, which is in my high yield savings account, starting with car maintenance is getting $90. And I decided to use this tracker that I recently got from Simply Touched to track. I want to save another $2,000, and then I feel like I'll have a good cushion where I won't put so much money towards this sinking fund. I do still need to laminate it, so I'm not going to fill that out yet. So $90 is going into car maintenance. And now I have 1,000, 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 1,310. I like to include screenshots of the balance that is in my high yield savings account to show the interest that has accrued. However, what is going up today is not including what I'm adding in this paycheck. I only get paid twice a month, and I am trying to start automating all of this money to go into my high yield savings account. But because my pay days fluctuate, it is a little hard, so I'm still trying to figure that out. Christmas is getting $25. I did go ahead and fill out my tracker here. So there is now 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 345. Oh my gosh, you guys, did y'all hear about United Health Group being under federal investigation? Emergency, this is fully funded, and I did go ahead and transfer the $7,000 out of my Capital One high yield savings account and into a new high yield savings account, which is through Wealthfront. My friend told me about it. The APY there is 4%. Capital One was at 4% when I started. What was it, last year, a year and a half ago? They're now down to 3.5. I'm not really trying to chase interest, but this new one is 4%. And when you use the referral, an additional 0.5% gets added. It's called a boost that lasts for 3 months. So it is at 4.5 APY. Home maintenance is getting $16. But yeah, they are under federal investigation because they have been trying to pretty much allegedly manipulate the diagnosis codes to make it seem like their patients are a lot sicker than they are so that they can get paid more. Child. Okay, home maintenance has 50, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and $90. And honestly, you guys, this is for mostly home improvement. I made the insert before I decided to change it from home maintenance to home improvement. It's kind of like a dual thing, but right now it is mostly home improvement. I got my paint so that I can paint my room that mustard yellow color. Hopefully I can get that done this weekend. Medical is actually getting skipped because I don't think that I want to put anything in here anymore. I have a high deductible plan with my medical insurance, and I was using this to have my out-of-pocket max fully funded for, you know, my insurance. But with my health savings account, I do max it out and I do invest the money that I put in there, but you have to have a certain portion in there that won't be invested. So I am probably going to start using the card that I was given to pay for all of my medical and dental services from here on forward, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with this $2,935 that is currently in medical. Pet care is getting $20. So it now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 480. And that is gonna be it for this binder. The next binder is my vacation binder, and I added this dashboard that I purchased from Just at JLux Budget. I purchased it with a gift card. A few months ago, it came with the envelopes that were in those other binders, but there was, as you can see, it is kind of off-center, but it doesn't really bother me that much in this binder, so I decided to put it in here. And $100 is going into this binder. I am going out of town next week, and I am just going to put that $100 in activities. There is a total of 806 in these. And then I do have an additional 150 for my passport and global entry. However, I decide to use the money, I will, you know, use all these envelopes as necessary. But I didn't want to make it too complicated because I'm not sure what we're doing. But it's for my sister's birthday. And finally, it's going to be this binder that I've been trying to show you guys what I'm going to be doing with this envelope that is in my guilt-free spending binder for my mom. I just been putting $50 a month to the side just to slide her some cash for whatever. And I decided to do a family savings binder, you guys. So there is currently $200 in here. I'm gonna put that here because I'm gonna be breaking that $200 down into these envelopes that I got from Jasmine's wallet. Y'all, I looked through all this when I got it. So before we get into the envelopes, let's get into these few little freebies that I got, which are these little card inserts here: Abundant Girl Era, Restart, Reset, Refocus. As many times as you need to, just don't give up. So I will be decorating my binders with these, and it came with this paper clip, as well as a mini savings tracker to shop small. So if I want to go ahead and save up money to get some more stuff from her or another small business, then I will be using this. More than likely, I will laminate this. And then what I actually purchased with the gift card was, first of all, this really nice bookmark. Daily reminders. You don't have to be perfect. Having a bad day is okay. Small steps are also progress. Asking for help is strength. People love and appreciate you. And I thought it was very fitting to put this in my guilt-free binder, my guilt-free spending binder. This doesn't have a dashboard, so maybe eventually I will get one. But for now, I'm just gonna have it like this. So cute. And then going into the envelopes, when I decided to change my channel name from Cash Monet Budgets to Joya the budgeting auntie, I knew that I wanted to do some savings mostly for my nieces and nephew, which is Kai, the one that I live with. Coda and Coco are my niece and nephew from my older sister who lives in Indianapolis. I wanted to have them in order of age. Coda is the youngest, and then Coco is the oldest. She just recently had a 23rd birthday child in June. And then I decided to get one for my big sister. And of course, I cannot forget my mom. So these are the new envelopes that I have been telling you guys about for almost a month now, I feel like. So I am going to be adding these into this binder that I got from Chrissy, Mrs. Newlywed Money, through her Boss Woman Budgets website. So going back to the whole scam of it all with United Health Group, which is different from United Health Care, like the insurance, but child, to me, they fall under the same umbrella. And I am so glad that there is investigations happening, because what do you mean you're upcoding allegedly and committing fraud with people who are paying out of their pockets for the insurance premiums so that y'all can get paid more? It's ridiculous. Again, I work as a medical billing supervisor, and health insurance is a freaking scam. We should not be paying as much as we are to get the short end of the stick, while all of these insurance pockets are getting fatter and fatter. I'm actually fighting with one of the insurances I bill for because they are trying to pay us less than what our contract rate is. And the process that it's taking is ridiculous. It's taking so long. They deny, and then I have to do a project of all those denials, even though I want to keep this open because I am going to switch out this dashboard. But yeah, I have all the documentation, the proof that y'all aren't paying us correctly, and y'all just decided to do this for one whole month of charges that I billed out, but everything else is being paid fine. So what are we really doing? It's ridiculous, y'all. But like I said before, I love doing it because the insurance will do whatever they can to get out of paying. Meanwhile, they're trying to get paid more by allegedly doing fraudulent stuff. Like, let's make it make sense. So I am going to be swapping out this dashboard. I just feel like it makes more sense with this Just a Girl Building Generational Wealth. I'm not 100% sure what the savings is going to be exactly. I was originally thinking of, especially for my two nephews, Kai and Coda, since they are the youngest. My nephew, these are their nicknames. I didn't want to put their real names out on display. He is 10 and Coda is, I always forget, I think he's either 7 or 8, and his birthday is in October. So I'm gonna have to ask my sister when I go see them, or I'm gonna ask him when I go see them. But I wanted to start putting money towards them and save until they're 18 so that they have a really good cushion. So this dashboard, which was also from Chrissy at Mrs. Newlywed Money, is now in this binder. And then this one is now the Generational Wealth Dashboard, which again, like I said, I feel like it's more fitting to be in here now that I have my envelopes. All right, so the $200 is what I had in here. What I calculated off camera was the two youngest is gonna get the most. So they're gonna be getting 15, if I continue to do $50 a paycheck, they're gonna be getting $15. Coco is going to be getting $10 a month, and then $10 a paycheck, and then my big sis and my mom is going to be getting $5 a paycheck because they grown. She grown too, but she's still in school and she's on her own, so I want to be able to help my girl. Out of the $200, I'm gonna make sure that I calculate this right. $60 is coming into Kai. The same for Coda. Coco is going to be getting $40. Big sis is getting 20, as well as my mom. So I thought that I had another 20 over here. I'm gonna take these two 10s and see if this will still all balance itself out once I am done. So that is the $200 that I initially had in there. Let me actually count this. So this is the $50 that I budgeted for this paycheck. Let's see. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Okay, so it still equals 50. All right, so going back up here, move this out of the way. Kai is getting 15. And again, the amount might change, but for now, this is what I calculated. So 50, 60, 70, 75. Coda is also going to be getting 15. I might have to, I don't know, put this on something. I feel like that is going to annoy me. And now I'll just do this. So 50, 60, 70, 75. Coco is getting 10. So she has 20, 40, 45, and 50. Big sis is getting 5. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And my mom is getting the final 5s. She should have 25 as well. 25. I've been wanting some matte vellum envelopes for the longest, and I thought that I was gonna make my own, but decided to invest in someone else who does it professionally. So again, a quick flip through. And yeah, I did go ahead and add a category of family savings in my Capital One high yield savings account, and I probably will end up transferring that money over to the new high yield savings account so that it can accrue just a little bit more interest. All right, you guys, that is it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. All of my subscribers, returning and new, I appreciate each and every single one of you. You guys take care. Have a great weekend. Please do something for yourself. I am rooting for you guys as well. All right, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.